if prices are not stable or they are not predictable, it affects everybody. So we urge our members, we urge the business community generally to be as competitive and as fair-minded as possible, because any form of excessive profiteering, any form of hoarding of foreign currency is completely disavowed by the chamber. The president of the chamber has said this, and we are 100% behind the government's efforts to support the stability of the dalasi and the predictability of prices. We really think as a voluntary organization, all we can do is to find the occasion and the opportunity to engage not only the government but also private businesses that are not members of the chamber, and to see how they can all together serve the best interests of the Gambian consumer.
Allow me to ask you, I know it's still not in your domain, but the rising cost of foreign currency in this country, was it a man-made phenomenon, or was it just that some people wanted to play with our economy?
This is hard to say, because you need to have empirical evidence to say whether this was a manipulation or some speculation on the part of unscrupulous business people. Because you remember that our net receipts, especially from tourism in terms of foreign currency, by May we start winding down the tourist season. Therefore, there may be factors emanating from that. Some have also said that the level of remittances are not as high. But you will remember that the IMF was here in June to try and evaluate the VAT 6 months on. And they gave the Gambian economy a clean bill of health. And really, for all these reasons, it's very difficult to see what is the causal effect or reason behind these price hikes and the appreciation of major foreign currencies against the dollar. Like I said earlier, as a chamber, we have tried to engage, we've tried to get to the bottom of this, and we have been able to, on the background, explain the need to make sure that we have price stability, to make sure that we don't have scarcity in any way or form, to make sure that businesses are as responsible as possible.
When will you make it mandatory for every business entity to be a member of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce? That will give you more money. That will make you very strong. I guess that's what the Senegalese Chamber of Commerce has done. And they're very strong. They're very well reckoned with inside Senegal. When will you do that?
We have been engaging government on that. We have successfully...
You need legislation?
Well, legislation, yes. But we think that also as a chamber, we must make a value proposition to the business community to justify our becoming a member of the chamber. We really would like for everybody to operate not only from the point of view of making money, but it would enable us to mobilize resources and to be able to bring about public-private partnerships in major projects. So for us, we think that the Chamber of Commerce is as old as the Republic. It is more than 45 years old, and we have been trying as much as possible to provide information, to provide other business development services to the community. We have been recognized by the Gambia government as its partner, and as you know, His Excellency the President is our chief patron, and he has many times supported the chamber. He has attended our activities and encouraged our members. Some of the members have been appointed, some of the employees of the chamber have been appointed to very high offices of state. So really, I think under his leadership, we have seen that businesses are growing, they are flourishing. It's a pro-business government, and we hope that every business that is coming to Gambia would consider membership of the chamber on a voluntary basis. But definitely it would help if it is mandatory, because in a country like Turkey, which is a very developed economy, it is mandatory. to be a member of a chamber of commerce, because this way you can dialogue more effectively with government, you can also mobilize resources more quickly, and you can address any of the problems because you would have the details and information of every business operator. This way they can be better regulated, and whatever practices that they are doing that is not helping the national development effort would be stopped as quickly as possible.
Last week, a flour mill was commissioned in the Gambia. It helps to concretize the president's call for a back to the land, agriculture. The more we involve in agriculture, the more we grow what we eat and eat what we grow, the less foreign exchange becomes a nightmare.
Absolutely. I mean, Malik, this is so well said. I mean, I don't think I can even add anything to it. I mean, really, because this is the key. We need for our economy to be as productive as possible, because nobody imports cherry. You know that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Neither Finde.
Neither Finde. So these are some of the things that we need to add value to them and make them, preservable, so that you can go to the market, to the shop, and just pick it and just go and make dinner or breakfast or lunch. So we need really to strengthen our agribusiness base. We need to focus on adding value. So the establishment of this flour mill, I'm sure, is going to take care of all the all the pastry or bread needs that we have. So we don't have to import at such high foreign currency rates either flour or anything along those value chains.
The GCCI has come a long way. You said 40 years ago, 45 years ago. Remembered a few people who have sat at the executive of the GCCI. Some of them have already gone before us. May Allah be pleased with them and give them eternal rest. But when you look at the GCCI of yesterday and that of today, what can you say in terms of you making progress? You have a young and dynamic boss, by the way.
Yes.
Jagana.
Jagana. Mohammed Jagana is the president of the chamber.
Very
And
well.
he has been in the chamber since he was a boy. I mean, you know the Sarahules, they are always in business. So he's among the oldest members of the chamber now in terms of years of experience. And the new board, they came on board in October last year. And since then, we have been engaging. We have been visiting members and non-members alike. And really, we are building on the legacy of the past. Because Kerjula was established because of the work of the old-timers. And it is very important that we pay tribute to them, because the immediate past president, Mr. Baimata Drame, and people like Mr. Abdoulaye Touré, people like the late Njai BP, people like Charbel El Haj, people like Bayandongo Fall, all of these people served their time there, and they have been able to acquire some assets for GCCI, including the land that was generously given by His Excellency, the President, for a headquarters. And through public-private partnership, we were able to develop Kerjula to what it is today. And thank God, because of all these efforts in the past, we were able to move there in 2012. And the work continues. We hope that we can create a legacy that we can bequeath to coming generations, and to encourage Gambians to be more entrepreneurial, and to know that if we grow what we eat and eat what we grow, our lives would be better. The quality of work that is available to Gambians would increase. And we just want to thank everybody who has ever served the chamber in any capacity for the work that they've been doing, because you cannot remake the past. The past is always very important to bear in mind, because if you don't know where you're going, you better go back to where you're coming from. So really, we're very humbled by the efforts and the sacrifice of all the people that have worked for the chamber.
We will end it where we started it. The